Chapter 8, The Competition. The day of the Greek Games has finally arrived, and the Alpha Taus are all preparing for battle. You're upstairs in your room, getting ready for when Asher and Lupe poke their heads into your room. Ready to show these Gamma Psi douchebags they aren't going to get away with disrespecting an Alpha? I mean, I'm just along for the ride. Literally. Hey, the chariot race is a time-honored opener to the Greek Games, or so I'm told. But do you want me to sneak you onto the lineup for more events? I'm not a werewolf yet. I'm happy to see where the pack can do from the stands, especially since I'll get to be the Alpha Tau hype woman. My goal is to be so loud and obnoxious in my support that it annoys the other teams into losing. That's the spirit. Now, since we're defending your honor and bringing the Alphas out of the shadows, we got you a little something to rep the frat. Put this on and let us work our magic. Lupe hands you an Alpha gold t-shirt and bandana, then snips some scissors into the air threateningly. Why do I feel like you're not giving me much of a choice here? Because you're smarter than you look. Change. You duck into the bathroom to put on the t-shirt and your shortest pair of shorts. Lupe and Asher descend upon you before you can react, cropping the sleeves and taking it off to show off some skin. Hot. Guaranteed Channing will appreciate your modifications. Take a look. Basically the age-old Alpha shirt bullshit. I'm gonna show Gamma Psi that Alpha Tau isn't messing around, and show Channing that he can mess around with me as many times as he likes. Just try not to distract Channing too much. We still want to win, you know? I'm not trying to distract anyone. I'm trying to inspire. After one final glance in the mirror, you turn to face your friends with a smirk. Ready to win this thing? Hell yeah. They're gonna regret ever stepping in an Alpha Tau. You hurry outside to join the crowd of Alpha Taus all gathered around Channing. But before you can blend into the crowd, Channing steps up next to you and murmurs roughly in your ear. Nice outfit. Now everyone at the game will know who you belong to. Alpha Tau or you? He pulls back with a smirk, and the sparkle in his eyes makes you feel white hot with lust. Both. He sends you into the crowd with a wink that makes your pulse thrum with excitement. Once you're all gathered around him, Channing speaks in a cool, authoritative tone. Last week, Gamma Psi came into our house and disrespected a member of our pack. Then they had the gall to say they were threatened. Are we going to let them get away with that? Growls ripple through the crowd. Channing grins and his razor teeth shine in the early morning light. Of course not. We're apex predators, and what do apex predators do? We hunt. Today we're hunting gammas. We're going to stalk through every event like the prey they are. Let's get out there and send those mutts running with their tails between their legs. Command in his words, the power of his presence, it's a spark of savage desire racing down your spine. Alphas, it's time. Let's go out there and show Gamma Psi what a threat really is. Whooping with excitement, the pack lops off towards the Woolsey Stadium. Smirking, Channing crosses the yard to your side. You're pretty good at the fearless leader act. It's not an act if it's true. You gonna be cheering extra loud for me today, new blood? I can do better than that. You lean close and graze his jaw with your lips, eliciting a growl of approval. One for the road? Without so much as a word, he pulls you into a tight embrace and crushes his mouth to yours. The rough scrape of his stubble and the heady musk of his cologne makes you dizzy as he kisses you fiercely. You grip his broad shoulders and give as good as you get, sighing quietly when your tongues meet. As always, the kiss ends too soon, and the flare of hunger in his eyes sends a bolt of lust between your legs. We'll pick up where we left off after we win. I can't wait. Soon after you arrive at the field, an announcer signals the beginning of the first event. Welcome to the 35th Annual Woolsey College Greek Games! A cheer rises from the crowd all around you. All contestants to the starting line for the chariot race. Channing scoops you up into his arms and you let out a surprised yelp. Whoa. Which is quickly replaced by an appreciative purr as you feel the effortless strength of his arms and the heat of his chest as he carries you towards the starting line. Figured I ought to carry my partner to her chariot in style. He deposits you in the wheelbarrow chariot you'll be riding in the race, his touch lingering just a bit longer than necessary. Your enthusiasm is dampened when Chad Vanderhoof rolls up in the lane next to yours. Hey, freaks. Never thought I'd see the so-called alphas outside of their den. Careful, Vanderhoof. Accidents happen all the time. As Chad chokes on his own spit, Channing leans in to close your ear, his breath ghosting along your cheek. Ignore him. How are you feeling? Are you comfortable? Me, I'm ready to crush Chad. We're gonna wipe the smirk right off his face for good. Easy now. Let's not kill the guy. You never let me have any fun. But the moment is interrupted when the announcer speaks up again over the loudspeaker. Racers, on your marks, get set, and... Boom. The starting gun goes off. Channing bolts off the starting line, pushing you forward as if you were as light as a feather. You hurtle around the track, feeling the wind on your face and the exhilaration of weightlessness. Damn, does Channing look good with those muscles working up close and personal? Suddenly you catch sight of Chad's chariot veering out of his lane and towards yours, about to collide with you and Channing. Warn Channing. Channing, look out, douchebag, 3 o'clock. Channing turns to Chad with a vicious snarl. Don't even think about it, Vanderhoof. Chad stumbles over his own feet as he course corrects, and you and Channing quickly leave him in your dust. And Alpha Taus win the chariot race! Channing sweeps you up from the chariot, swinging you around in victory as you hear the uproarious cheers of your packmates in the stands. The next competition is arm wrestling competitors. Please find your assigned opponents. That's my cue. You'd better cheer for me. With a wink, Channing leaves you to find his opponent. On your way to find a seat in the stands, you're nearly bumping Nakala and the twins. Hey. She gives you a quick once-over and her eyebrows raised. Is she impressed? Wow, you really went all out for this, huh? Super cute. Hela's gaze lingers on you. Her lips twitch in a near smile. I'm sure it means a lot to the pack. We don't get many outsiders supporting us. Not sure I still count as an outsider, but hey, just doing what I can. Watch as Lupe, Channing, and several alphas take their places at arm wrestling table. You catch Channing's eye. He winks, flexing his arm for a brief moment. Your gaze is drawn to his rippling muscles. Tease. Whistle blows, and you barely have time to cheer before Channing pins his opponent's arm to the table. Now that's how you do it! I've never been a fan of arm wrestling. I'm really not, because I've seen some really bad things happen during these competitions. Seriously. Channing moves on to his next opponent, who goes down just as quickly, and then the next, and the next. Whispers of astonishment and admiration ripple through the crowd. A sorority girl leans in to whisper to you. That Alpha Tau hottie is demolishing. I'd let him pin me down in a heartbeat. Unfortunately for you, A's mind, so back off. A swell of possessive anger takes you by surprise, and the girl's eyes widen as she backpedals. Oops, how embarrassing. I didn't mean any offense. You take a breath and walk back your initial fierceness. It's okay. I know exactly how tempting my man can be. Jesus Christ, yeah, okay. In a matter of minutes, the competition's over, and Channing is the last man standing. The referee holds up Channing's arm in victory. And the arm wrestling champion is Channing Lowe of Alpha Tau. Woohoo, Channing! As the games go on, Alpha Tau continues to put points up on the board, but by the afternoon you discover that Gamma Psi is beginning to catch up with you. After losing a hard-played game of balloon toss, Channing calls a meeting to give the Alphas a pep talk. We totally would have won that if Mary's claws hadn't come out and popped the balloon. Sorry, I got excited. Focus up, Telphas. Or Telphas, Jesus. Actually. Oh, that actually kind of works, actually. We've got 4 games. Gamma Psi has 3. Every other team has 1. If we kill it in the next event, no one can catch us. All teams to the starting line for the relay race. The pack returns to the stands as a starting line Channing shoots you one last searing wing that sets your belly aflame, then gets on his mark. Glance at the other teams lining up, including Chad and the Gamma Psi. He smirks when he catches you looking. Idiot. Everyone on your marks, aim! The racers take off. Kenny immediately pulls ahead of the group. The cheers from the crowd are deafening. Go Channing! Man, those alphas are fast. I'll make up a cheer. We're the alphas of Alpha Tau. We're gonna beat you now. Now. Oh god, that was horrible. Did you just come up with that? Yeah, great, huh? At least you're pretty. I agree with Kala. Would have been better off to flash the crowd. Ugh, but then that might have distracted Channing. Rude. Channing flies around the track and hands off the baton to Lupe, who bolts away, increasing the lead. You and the team scream encouragement. Come on, Kala. Let it out. I know you want to. Fine. Go Alphas! Kill them. Rip them to shreds. Oh my god, I just, wow. Kala can be very passionate when she wants to be. Asher gets the baton for the last leg of the race and takes off like a shot. The entire stadium is cheering him on. Beside you, Cal jumps to his feet, screaming as Asher approaches the tape. Ash, baby! Ash, baby! Asher slams to the tape and the crowd roars, all the alphas jump and howl in celebration. Suddenly, the referee's whistle cuts through the noise. Penalty! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? What? You know, when does there penalties when running? Alright, let's just go. Wait, what's she talking about? You see people pointing down on the other racers, howling in pain as he rolls on the ground. It's Chad. That alpha tripped me. He tripped me on purpose. Disqualified for tripping, Alpha Tau forfeits the win, point to Team Alpha Gamma Psi. Well, that's bullshit. Suck it, Gamma, or Alphas. Yeah, shut up, you Gamma piece of shit. Now, can I kill him? Cup your hands to your mouth and scream at the ref. Come on, were you even paying attention? Look at him, he's totally fine. How can you not see that? Impugn my refereeing again and I will disqualify your entire team. That's not how that works. You can't disqualify an entire team because someone in the crowd. The Gamma Psi is cheating. Pandemonium reigns as you in the back stream down from the bleachers to vehemently protest the call, and in your anger you see a few of the eyes beginning to change to wolfish yellow. Oh no. Stop! At the command from their alpha, the pack immediately quiets down. Channing growls and pitches his voice low in a harsh whisper. Control yourselves before we get disqualified and discovered. The alphas hang their heads in shame as Channing takes a long, calming breath. The obstacle course is next. This is our next win. But Asher's disqualified as my partner. Who can we sub in? You see his eyes flicker to you, but before you can say anything, Kala steps forward. Of course she did. I think there's only one clear answer here. Kala clearly wants this, and it'd be a good chance to prove myself to the pack and Channing. You're absolutely right, Kala. We'll be unstoppable. I'm assuming I'm gonna take the place of Kala. And it's obviously me. Of course it is. Alright, new blood stepping up. Make us proud, Tal. A few of the alphas pat you on the back while Kala glowers. You take a deep breath and turn to face her. Everybody already knows you're a great athlete and a true alpha. Give me the chance to prove that I deserve to be a part of the pack. And if you screw it up? If I screw it up, I'll resign. You'll never have to see me again. Deal? Absolutely not. It's my choice to make, Channing. Now, do you want me as your partner or not? Channing stares at you for a moment, his expression a mix of pride and concern, and tenderness. Finally, he nods. All teams in the starting line for the final event of the games, the obstacle course. Let's make Chad pay. The alphas pat your shoulders in support as you follow Channing through the crowd to the starting line. Chad and his teammate are already there. They fist bump each other and sneer as you take your mark. Get ready to be humiliated, alphas. I just want to punch him in the face. He laughs as Chad blanches and backs away from Channing. On your marks, get set. Boom. At the sound of the starting gun, you and Channing take off, weaving between cones and hopping through tires for the first leg of the course at a breakneck speed. Let's see if your archery's up to snuff. Bet your old bark. You know your eyes as the Gamasai competitors reach the archery target at one end of the field. You snatch up your bow and take aim. Keep my eye on the target. Get in Chad's head. Nah, I ain't got time for Chad. Yeah, I doubt you could hit a target if it sprouted fangs in front of you. You only bother to look at Chad in time to see his face as fall as you make a perfect bullseye. Maybe go for less bark, more action, Vanderhoof. Channing grins as his arrows thuds soundly at the center of the target. Keep up the bad work, Chad. You're Channing round the corner to see where an inflatable climbing wall has been set up. Brace Channing, let Channing lift you. We ain't got time for this. You better keep up low. With a suggestive wink, you launch yourself onto the climbing wall. Within moments, Channing is coming up behind you, as you can hear by the growl of his voice. Sounds like a challenge, Tal. Come on, we both know you like the chase. His voice is rough from either exertion or desire. Either way, it's enough to make your body ache for him. If I'm chasing the right person, you grab your hand, and together you leap to the ground and take off towards the next obstacle. Alpha Tau has reached the final obstacle, or challenge of the obstacle course, with Gamma Psi and Delta Chi not far behind, the foam pit. Contestants must hop across the series of posts to the other side of the pit without falling in. If either contestant falls, the team is eliminated. And to spice things up a bit, contestants can eliminate their opponents by pushing them into the pit. Oh, so the referee can't, complain. Oh. I can practically taste victory. Stay focused, Channing. Then when we win, you can taste me. Okay, well then. Needing no further prompting, Channing lets out a rumbling growl in his chest and races up the ladder, leaping to the first post. You follow, hopping from post to post, making your way as quickly as you can from the far side. The platforms are barely big enough to get your footing, and you lose your balance halfway across. I have to stumble, catch myself. Tal. Channing starts jumping towards you, but you quickly steady yourself. Hey, no worries, I got this. Of course you do. I wouldn't underestimate you again. You better not. Suddenly you hear someone shout out from the sidelines. "Tell behind you!" You turn to see Chad leaping right at you, hands out to push you into the pit. Jump out of the way, push him back. That's not how momentum works. Quickly, you pivot and jump to another post, then turn and growl. That the only way you know how to win? Playing dirty? That's the game, Alpha. If you and your boyfriend are such snowflakes, you shouldn't be playing. Suddenly, Channing jumps to the post behind Chad and lets out a fierce growl. Ah! Startled, Chad teeters, arms windmilling as he tries to regain his balance, but it's no use, and he topples into the foam pit below. Gamma Psi is eliminated! You leap to the other side of the pit and land just as Channing does. Come on. You share a fierce grin and sprint towards the finish line, breaking the tape to the wild adulation of the crowd. Alpha Tau wins the obstacle course and the Woolsey Cup! Yay. We did it. Channing lifts you up by your waist and spins you in the air as the Alphas surround you and celebrate your victory. Yeah, kick ass. That's how you do it. Best team ever. As you hug each other of the incited and celebrated Alphas, you scan the crowd for Kala, but she's nowhere to be found. Romy, where's Kala? She went back to the tent. She, seemed a little upset. I guess I should go find her. She should be here with the pack. You run back towards the tent, but suddenly Chad steps into your path and grabs your arm in a painful grip. Your boyfriend's a dangerous freak. You're all freaks. You shouldn't be allowed on campus. You should tell Channing Lowe that if Greek Council isn't going to do anything, then Gamma Psi will be taking care of the problem ourselves. Hey, douchebag. Chad spins around and slam. Kala pops him hard in the face. He stumbles back, pressing his hand to his nose as blood begins to pour. That's for threatening my team. Now get away from my frat sister before I start tearing off all your pertinent parts of your body. And I mean all of them. Oh my god, you Alphas are crazy. Kala takes a threatening step towards him and he scrambles to his feet and runs off. You turn to Kala in astonishment. That was amazing. Yeah, well, he deserved it. He can't threaten us and get away with it. But don't get the wrong idea. I did not do that for you. It was just the principle of the thing. Duly noted. You did a good job, by the way. Congratulations. Thanks. But you don't want me to resign anymore? Well, let's not get that far, but a deal's a deal. You stare at each other in awkward silence for a moment, until finally you shrug and smile. Anyway, we should get back to the team. We're gonna wonder where we are. Right. Let's not mention this to anyone. You find Alphas celebrating in the stadium with Channing, lifting the Woolsey Cup over his head in victory while the Alphas cheer around him. Channing catches your eye and smiles, and a sudden spark of electricity arcs between you. Where'd you go? You ignore the question and shamelessly pull him into a steamy kiss as the crowd woos their approval. Channing growls and presses his lips to your ear. God, I want you, Tal. I want you now. You know how this works. It goes to a point where YouTube will crucify us. Come with me. Come with me if you wish to live. Channing's eyes burn with passion when you grab his hand and pull him away from the crowd. You and Channing enter the nearest building, run down the hall to an empty classroom, and slam the door shut. Mindless with desire, you paw frantically at each other's clothing. Once your clothes have been discarded, you descend on each other in a flurry of heated kisses. You groan quietly when Channing's tongue finds yours, and again when he reaches around to squeeze your ass. You mimic his menstruations, taking his ass in your hands and squeezing roughly. He groans. Someone's handsy. You're one to talk. He growls when you slip your hands into the back of his underwear to touch his bare skin. If you're gonna tease me, I'm gonna punish you. You yelp when he delivers a sharp bite to your earlobe and moan when he pushes you down onto the desk. Hold this. He shoves the woolsey cup at you. It's heavy enough that you have to hold it with both hands. Meanwhile, he gives you a feral, hungry look. God, you're sexy. I could barely compete today with you standing on the sidelines. Then I'm glad I jumped in. We can't have our fearless alpha distracted. You always distract me. All I want to do is this. He kisses your neck, sucking against the delicate skin there, swiping his fingers over the cord through your panties. Someone's in a hurry. I'm a busy man. I can't wait forever for my real reward. Your thoughts turn hazy as he continues massaging you through your underwear. Whoop, 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 whoop. We gave an oral history. Leave me alone. That was a hell of a reward. Better than some tacky trophy. He laughs and kisses the edge of your jaw. Your stomach flutters, unexpectedly giddy at the simple touch. We better clean up and get back out there. We're not the only ones who want to celebrate. Though I doubt any of them will have as much fun as us. Hand in hand, you and Channing return to the stadium to rejoin the pack celebration where Lupe greets you with a bottle of champagne. Where'd you guys go? We had to talk. Just a little private celebration. Well, you'll have to tell me about it later. Or never, because right now... Lupe signals and suddenly a bucket of ice water is dumped on you and Channing. Thanks, we needed that. I didn't know we were doing the challenge. What the hell, Lupe? Come on, it's tradition. The captain of the team always... Suddenly Cal runs towards holding out his phone, his face frozen in a mask of shock. What's wrong? This! You take Cal's phone, you read it and gasp. Infamous frat Alpha Tau Sigma masking a dangerous cult with bloodthirsty tendencies. Oh, Jesus Christ. A hit article on Alpha Tau by Marcus E. Barnes. You scan the article, each thing you read more shocking than the next. He says we're a cult with bloodthirsty tendencies? Oh, God. He calls Channing a two-bit Casanova who seduces women into catering to his every whim. I can't believe Marcus would do this. You glance at the woolsey students surrounding you, and it seems like everyone is staring at their phones or looking at the alphas with suspicious eyes. You hear whispers flitting through the crowd. They are a cult. Did you see how the sexy Channing guy beat everyone? Normal people aren't that strong. Maybe they are dangerous. You look to Channing, whose eyes are glued to his phone. He grinds his teeth and snarls. Everybody back to the house now. I'll meet you all there. There's something I need to take care of first. You turn and stalk towards the dorms, a ferocious growl rumbling through you. Where are you going? Just to beat Marcus's ass. I'm gonna go have a little talk with Marcus Barnes. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description, plenty of things to check out there, and ways to become more of an intricate part of the community. With that being said, once again, do apologize about being late on this by a week, because, you know, hey, being sick happens. Feeling a touch bit better today, but keyword just a touch, right? Long story short is I haven't done this in a week, so in a week I got a week off, even though I was pretty sick during it, right? So I just look at this shit now, and it makes me giggle. I'm sorry, but not really. Also, I do not regret the pun, about the oral history. That's about the best way I can put it to you guys when it comes to this shit. Aside from that, let me know your thoughts down below. I know I gotta catch up on this week. Don't worry, that'll be coming out sometime over the next couple days. So, thanks again for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.